Hey Spartans, I'm Jenna.
And I'm Zach. It's November 10th, our last full day of the first trimester.
Before we get into exams, we're going to take a look back at fall athletics.
We are also going to see how the marching band did this season and see some insight for the upcoming fall play, The Never-Ending Story.
From our studio, our live broadcast starts now.
Welcome back, Spartans. As winter sports start rolling, we'd like to give a big shout out to all of our fall sport athletes.
Balancing school and sports can be tough, but our athletes work their hardest both in the classroom and on the field and courts.
I prepare for a game by just going out to get some food before the game with my friends.
I personally prepare by listening to songs, mostly rap songs.
I listen to music on my way to the meet, and I mentally prepare myself to get in that state that I want to beat everybody in there.
The highlight of our season was beating Gull Lake on our senior night.
Probably one of the highlights of my season was Portage Central when I beat one of my teammates and I got second place.
My highlight of my season was probably my first tournament at Bedford Valley, also at States because it was our first time being there.
My highlight of the season was All-City against Penfield.
My biggest accomplishment would probably be trying to get a 1 minute in the 100 back.
My biggest accomplishment would probably be making it past the first round of regionals.
My biggest inspiration is probably Catherine Plummer, who plays for the Stanford women's team.
My biggest inspiration would probably be Missy Franklin.
My biggest inspiration is probably Tyler Downs.
My biggest inspirations are my friends and my mom. She's my biggest inspiration because I want to work hard for her so I can make her proud one day.
My biggest inspiration, funny enough, would probably be Connor Miller.
My biggest inspiration was probably my dad or my coach because they always made sure that even if I wasn't doing the best, I didn't get down on myself.
Our biggest rival is probably Harper Creek this year, just because they've gotten so good.
Biggest rival was probably Gull Lake.
Our record this year was 11-7-3. We did really good. We just didn't expect the outcomes of some of our games.
I think our record's somewhere around 21 and 5, I'm pretty sure, and 3 ties. So we're doing pretty good this year.
Congratulations to all city winning teams, as well as the teams who advanced to regionals and states competition.
The marching band is often recognized for their performances during football games, but they also put in endless hours of practice to also compete.
For the past few years, Lakeview has competed against other marching bands in the state for score. This year, they attended 5 competitions, including the state championships at Ford Field, Detroit. They placed 6th overall, and here is Vinny to tell us more information about the band's competing season.
This past weekend, our LHS marching band competed in the MCBA state championships at Detroit's Ford Field with their show, One Small Step. Let's hear how some of the band felt about this year's show and the season so far, the week going into the performance.
So far this year, I think that the band has done a great job of working through a lot of hardships with students being out for multiple reasons, some of them being COVID exposures, etc. I think we fought through it really hard, and we've been able to power through and become the best band that we can.
I think it's been a little bit of a challenge with the school not having a marching season last year, and it kind of felt like we've been a little bit behind since day one, but we've done very well.
The band took 6th place with an overall score of 81.3. Over the past 5 months, the band has worked tirelessly to achieve this goal.
Our students rehearse for 11 hours every week. That's 6 hours outside of school and 5 hours during school, and a lot of that work has paid off. 60% of the band has never marched before because last year we did not have a season, and we're really proud with how hard they've worked.
My favorite part of the show is probably being able to experience the first few really powerful hits at the beginning of the show. Being up on the podium and feeling the sound of the instruments just pushing through me is amazing.
My favorite part of being in the band is knowing that, albeit a small part, I have an important part as well as everyone else.
It's definitely a lot different than anything I've ever been a part of. It kind of hurts sometimes, but it's honestly really fun, and it's really fun being with the group of people that I'm with because we get to have a lot of fun and just do what we love to do.
Ford Field has been a very exciting place for students to play. There's usually about 25,000 spectators there to watch them perform, so it's a very high energy, exciting environment for them.
Congratulations once again to the band for all your hard work this year.
By the way, shout out to all my fellow band members for an awesome season. Thanks for your hard work. If marching band were any easier, it'd be called football.
Since March 2020, the theater department has been incredibly impacted by restrictions caused by COVID precautions. This year, though, they are back with the never-ending story, Atreyu and the Great Quest.
I'm playing the character of Atreyu. He's a buffalo hunter in the fantasy world of the never-ending story, and he's a shy and timid boy who's labeled as a hero when he really isn't one yet, and along the journey he kind of finds his way to actually being one.
Hi, my name is Kyler. I am playing Gmork the werewolf. He's the main antagonist in the never-ending story. His main goal is to tell the characters of Fantasia that they are not real.
I am playing Maya, who is like a deranged death cult leader, is how we would describe her.
My favorite moment from the show is the opening dance scene where you kind of get a glimpse of all the different parts of the story from the beginning, and it's full of dance and movement, and it's just really fun.
My favorite moment from the show is my final battle with Atreyu. I think you can really feel the lead up to it, and I think it definitely pays off.
My favorite moment from the show would definitely have to be your Ramos scene with all of her children. I just really love the aspects of that. I think it's going to be a really cool part of the show.
I would describe the show as being full of imagination. That's what the whole story is about, is imagination and how it's really important.
I'd describe the show as a very fun fantasy ride. I would think that if you are a person that enjoys world building, you'll definitely have a good time, and you'll very much so be attached to these characters and their relationships.
I would describe the show as fun and adventurous, and it really gives a great perspective on what a good book is and does, and how great reading can really be, and all the adventures that you can kind of create in your mind.
The Play-Home is up next Wednesday with 7 p.m. shows Wednesday through Saturday. There are also 2 p.m. matinees on Saturday and Sunday.
Ticket prices depend on what show you attend. The matinee prices are $5 per ticket. For the evening shows, the tickets are $10 for adults and $8 for students, senior citizens, or children who need a seat.
Mrs. Mahoney has cards in the office with all of that information and show dates for the LMS mask presentation of The Addams Family in January. Just a reminder that Multicultural Club has resumed its meetings, but will not have one today because of exam week. If you're interested in joining, there is a meeting next Wednesday in the Forum from 2:45 to 3:30.
Dungeons & Dragons will also be meeting on Wednesdays in room A201 from 2:50 until 3:30. Winter sports are also starting up, so make sure you get your trimester 1 grades up this week to be eligible.
If you did not participate in a fall sport, but you would like to participate in a winter sport, make sure to get a physical and turn it in completed to Mrs. Jones in the athletic office before practices start.
The weight will be open after school today and tomorrow for athletes interested in wrestling. Boys basketball does not have conditioning today, but tryouts will begin next Monday.
Varsity tryouts are from 3:15 to 5:30, and the JV and freshman tryouts are from 5:30 to 7:45. See Coach Wickman with any questions.
Any guys who want to participate in swimming or diving should attend the meeting in the cafeteria next Wednesday, November 17th, right after school. This meeting will be about 30 minutes.
The first day of swim and dive practice will be Monday, November 22nd from 3:20 to 5:30. That week is Thanksgiving week, so make sure you check with the coaches for the accurate schedule.
Competitive cheer tryouts are this week with clinics this Friday and Saturday. These informational posters are in the hallway, or you can contact Miss Marshall with any questions.
That's all for today. Signing out with Channel 101, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jenna. Good luck on finishing up the trimester, Spartans.
Yeah. This is a very important announcement. I'm MC Jake, and I'm here to say I'm having a pretty uncomfortable day. The thing I saw caused quite a scare. It was 2 high schoolers making out on the stairs. There was tongue and there was groping. After this rap, I'm really hoping the student body will listen to my calls and please, oh please, stop kissing in the halls. Stop kissing in the halls. Oh yeah, stop kissing in the halls. Holding hands ain't really that bad. It just makes me feel lonely and sad. Where I start to draw the line is when masks come down and it's kissing time. Be a nice person and please appease us by stepping away and leaving room for Jesus. Physical contact is pretty expected. Your request to touch lips is rejected. So stop it. Please, it's gross. We're in a pandemic. You guys aren't even trying to hide it at all. You're just doing the thing. And you always do it in the worst places. Like, what? Why were people pressing each other into the vending machine? So many kids have to go up the stairs to go to class. Why are you doing that right there? Please. I can't with you guys. It's really just common courtesy at this point. And you guys can't get it through your heads that, you know, you should, you know? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just really frustrated right now.